Sorry about the light. Anyways, this Treasury Inspector General Tax Administration has to, the fucking general of that, the lead guy has to go to Congress and submit all the shit that the IRS is doing wrong. They're fucking up, you know, are not collecting good. They're supposed to be just focused on government employees and making sure they're collecting their tax. That's it, in a way that's good and for them, right? They have no constitutional rights if they're working for Uncle. Sorry, you take the oath, but you don't have any rights like the people in the 50 states. As far as your remuneration, your fucking wages goes, how you earn your money, you're in a federal privileged office, all right? So those people can turn off the video now. I'm not an expert in those people. I'm only an expert in the 50 states of the union. Okay, and you got to lock. The purpose of this video is a locked-in letter. What do you do about it? Well, you can sue your company. That would be the best course if you had the money. If you don't have the money, all you can do is bitch and complain and do affidavits. Got my to-do list. Download all the Cornell shit. No, I'm not going to do that. I downloaded enough of that. Found some interesting stuff I'll share with you, but this is what we're going to do. Who are the criminals in the Withholding Compliance Unit? How did I find out those guys? Well, I went to this publication. By the way, here's his tax inspector's number and his email. And I went to his site and downloaded this report, which was right when I was first starting the enforcement action. He said, yeah, we need to get these fucking guys, yeah, let's go tax them more, and we gotta figure out how to better streamline the process and do it with a computer and all this shit. This is his report. Okay, so it's gangland style on government employees. Oh well, you signed up for your benefits, not me. I'm in the private sector, man. I didn't take an oath of office. Fuck you. I did that in the Army and the Air Force, but Wage and Investment Division, that's what it is. I found it in here, in this report. Okay, that's who ultimately is in control. And let's see if I can find that for you. Maybe in here in the shorter version of it, you can see it, who's responsible. And this, I got a few pages printed out here, but let's keep that down. Responsible motherfucker. Sorry about this. Responsible official, director. This is what you want a title, because the names change every couple of years, you know, because people do what I'm doing. Director, Filing and Payment Compliance, Wage and Investment Division. Got it? Back in 2008, it was this guy. Oh, there's the commissioner of the Wage and Investment Division. And then we've got the director. We'll see it. We'll see him. Who's the criminal? You want to go for the big guy? Or the middle manager or the director? The manager ain't going to do shit. Now the director might pay attention, but he's just going to pass it on to the next guy. But here they are. We've got the commissioner is the highest level. Okay, there we go. Just like in this report. But who's ultimately responsible? The responsible official is the director. Not the commissioner. The commissioner, you know what he does? He just stamps the shit. See? Received from the Department of whatever. He received it. That's all they do. The commissioner passes down to the director. The director does the work for all these employees and officials. And these aren't officials. These aren't Internal Revenue. They may not have done an oath of office. I don't know. I should have asked when I was in there. I'll ask next time I'm at the IRS. The local office, by the way, is the best way to file your taxes. They just throw them away when you send them to Fresno or California. They just put them in a weird queue where they review them all day long, and they don't file them, so you never get your refund. Anyways, before the sun goes down, sorry about the light. Debra Holland, she's the woman. She's the man who's the woman. Who knows? Maybe Hillary Clinton's girlfriend. I don't know. Fuck. 470-639-3500. You can Skype her for you guys out in the middle of nowhere that just get data coverage. There's no excuse not calling that bitch. I'm not gonna call her. I'm gonna file a complaint so I have it recorded for the court. You got Withholding and something Division Counsel. Oh, Counsel. You like that name? That means that's the guy who's supposed to know the law. So this bitch is oftenly deceived by words of art, by the way. They just go along to get along to fucking women. They should not be in these positions. I'm telling you, women are easily fooled. Easily fooled. And look, these are all women, practically. This guy's probably gay. All right, enough of that bashing. I just noticed that you know, they read the law on the surface. They don't read the definitions, bitch. This is probably who I'm going to send. I'm going to copy. She's responsible for the law in her department. Now the director, you know, the operations, no, she's just too busy collecting taxes from everyone, and I don't know. I think I want to deal with a law person. They might know, at least they'll look at the law, they have the law on hand. These other people aren't even looking at the law. They're looking at bulletins. They're looking at everything but the law. The bulletins, the procedures, and the fucking, you know, whatever. Here they are. Got it? See if I can focus in on it. I'll list them I'll publish them. They're public. They're public. All these people are public. Alright? No worries. You wanna wait? You wanna wait on the phone? I got their number. I got their number if you wanna wait on the phone forever. Hold on. I'll post it in the comments. Okay? Their direct number for the customer service. You'll get one of these people, not these guys are the directors. Look at how many directors. How many directors do you really need? Oh, you're collecting taxes from people you're not supposed to. Relationships, education, what is this shit? So we're gonna, anyways, if you want the withholding number, sometimes they delete it off your phone. I'll post it just for myself. Because they deleted off my frickin' phone. Either Verizon, through Verizon, they're all connected. They control the corporations. But this is the man, this commissioner. So you want to copy him and tell him what you're doing. Don't circumvent him. And then withholding and W&I, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Fucking W&I, Wage and Investment Division. Okay, that's what it's called. It's not called the Withholding Compliance Program. It's called the Wage and Investment Division. Got it? I'll post it. Okay. Hope this helps. Oh, and on these people that we're going to do a Section 1203 allegation. Okay? Got it? Allegation form. The form number is wrong. Don't look at that. Just look it up on the IRS site to try to get it with this. You got to look it up by nomenclature, not by form. They did a form the same number, and it's all fucked up. Getting eaten by mosquitoes out here, but half my house is out of power. We're going to do this. We're going to, on the form, we're going to put right here, summary of allegation. We're going to put this, 7433, employees not following the law. Got it? The collection, that's withholding. Okay, we're complaining about withholding. And we're going to do this. God damn, mosquitoes, sorry. This one, I looked this up myself. It's hard to find. It's called other personnel. It's deceiving though, because right here it says delinquent internal revenue officers taking their time with their taxes, with your letters, shit, send in. This is what you need to do. You need to send it in, send in a complaint form. for delinquency. This is the one you use. You send this to the Tax Inspector General of the Tax Administration right here. Look it up online where his address is. Okay. That's where we're going to send this complaint for the withholding. Officially it's called the Wage and Investment Division. That does withholding compliance is one of their, mostly their main tasks. Got it? They force corporations to withhold at the maximum amount through a locked-in letter at 19%, which is pretty good actually. The code, in the code it says you can do up to 26 or 30 or something like that, depending. Anyways, these are the main thing I like. I really like not following the law. Okay, that means not following the law. This one, 7433 and 7804. So this means violation of the code, either whatever, and you can sue for up to $1 million if, depending on whether they're doing it willful or reckless, you know, whatever. And then this one, right here, delinquent. Okay, they're taking their fucking time on your money or property collected or received. Okay, got it? And we'll take a picture of that. Try to focus there for you. If you're lazy, look it up. Cornell Law, C-O-R-N, spell corn, and then E-L-L. Got it? CornellLaw.com. Yeah, all you have to do is Google search this for now. Wait till it goes away. When Cornell goes away, you're not going to be able to do anything there. The law is going to be gone. So there's no, without Cornell, you're screwed. It's totally disjointed. Without that university's project that they did, they set up a little project. It's hard to donate to them, but I would consider making a donation. Maybe just send a check in if you have checks. Okay, that's it. Purpose of this video was, let me summarize, was to file a official complaint with an official. We're filing an official complaint. I'm not an official, but we have to use this. We're going to put other, we're going to check other and put non-trader business. Got it? And we're going to, not taxpayer, we're not, otherwise it would be a taxpayer's advocate or taxpayer, whatever. We're not an employee. Okay? Look it up. We're not an employee doing trader business shit. It's public office stuff. Functions of a public office. Look, 7701. Look it up. And then 26, 7701. Title 26. We're going to file a complaint with this guy. We've got his address. Look it up. Look up the IRS complaint form video, and you'll find his address. Okay? Or give him a call, or go to the website right there. And we're going to fill out this form. The two major complaints are Title 26 CFR 7433, and for recklessly not following the provisions of the code, not following the law under IRC, and 267804, delinquent. If any officer or employee of the Treasury Department acting in connection with the Internal Revenue laws fails to account for and pay over any amount of money or property collected or received by him in connection with the Internal Revenue laws, the Secretary shall issue notice and demand to such officer or employer for payment of the amount, and that's the Secretary of the Treasury, for payment of the amount which he failed to account for and pay that shit over. And upon failure to pay the amount demanded within the time specified in such notice from the Secretary, the amount so demanded shall be deemed imposed upon such officer and assessed upon the date of the notice and demand, and provisions of Chapter 64, provisions of the law, collection, assessed taxes shall be applicable in respect, whatever. Maybe the employees have to pay for it. I don't know, it's stupid. But it's just basically delinquent. Just pay over, bitch. Alright, bitch, pay. There's how do you say that in Russian? Some of the Russian friends out there might know. That's it. And we're going to put those two things right here in the summary. Summary of allegation violations, 267804 and 26, the other one, 7433, right here. And then we're going to notarize it right here, okay? So leave a stamp, just leave half of it for the notary. That's it. This is all shit they have to fill out. And don't check these boxes unless you got one that you're really, these are, you know, really constitutional rights of a taxpayer. You can do that if you want, but I would stay away from constitutional rights. You're not supposed to have them if you're a taxpayer. And you're assuming you're a taxpayer, so you got to tell them you're not. Whenever you fill out government forms, you go to the sedum.org site and go to the government form that you have to fill out whenever you fill out government forms, you're supposed to send that in with the government forms, which you're not, so that it's not misunderstood who you are. And I'll post that on another video. It's on the Sedum site to be included with any correspondence of forms, any government forms you fill out, and this is a government form, but at least you can check other non-trader business. Okay, this concludes the video. I hope this helps, and we'll find an address where I sent this, and they'll call you at like 6 a.m. in the morning because they're East Coast time, so you got to be prepared for your hot debate. Memorize all this shit. At least memorize the code that you put on the form, which was Delinquent Registered Officer 7804. I don't know how you can remember that. You had a memorable time in 1978, and then 04. I don't know how you memorize stuff, but I just memorized that too, so you can find this form and not following the law. Criminal. Could be a criminal complaint here, but it looks like it's civil. Anyways, 7433, got it? Okay. And then get your, that's about it. Don't put a lot. This guy does a lot of stuff with Congress and shit, so don't put a lot of complicated shit on your form, and keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple, and watch what you say to them. Don't say you're a sovereign citizen, idiot, because you're not. You can't be. It's impossible. Go to sedum.org for status. This is a status video at sedum.org YouTube channel. The Sovereign Education Defense Ministry YouTube channel called sedum.org on YouTube, and he does a 6.5-hour dissertation on fucking status. So don't be calling yourself a sovereign citizen, because you can't be sovereign and be a citizen of the state. You just can't. Sorry. You can't take your benefits and eat your cake too, and be a government employee and be a private citizen with constitutional rights. I don't know. Not when you're working anyways, as a government employee. Okay, sorry. You take an oath to the Constitution, but that's for the people. You're supposed to be protecting the people, not yourself. You don't protect yourself, you protect the people. That's what your position is for. That's what all government's for, is protecting the Constitution and the people's rights within that document. Okay, take care. Hope this helps. Bye.